How's it going, Insect Cave? We have a front moving through my area, so it's raining pretty bad outside. All right, see if I can get the lighting a little bit better. Still pretty good. So I'm going to need some shielding coming out, so I'm going to have to cut this pretty long here. Try that, see how that looks. I could also just solder on another wire, but I think this will be fine. Soldering a wire actually might be easier. I still need to get that get some of the shielding out, so this is probably fine. I can make that decision later. So these are the connectors I'm using. So you can see that there's terminal blocks in here, or terminal posts, rather than solder connections, which is really convenient. I've used these on a number of other electronic builds. So let's see, how did this go back in? Yeah. I have to remember how it went in. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, it goes in here. So this doesn't need to go through the cable because it goes out this way. But these do. So I need to put these through the cable first. And this is the strain relief here. Probably won't serve perfectly as a strain relief, but let's see what distance I need for this, for the cuts that I need to do. You're making stored procedures in SQL or SQL is like I usually actually like to call it. Yeah, these are generally for audio, but I like them for their convenience and their locking ability into the, and they're relatively inexpensive. Alright, so let's see, how long do I need to make this? This is pretty long, actually. So I'm going to make it as short as possible. Probably about this length, somewhere around here. So I'll just do the cutting around there. I feel like that might be too short. It still is going to go inside of the, yeah, I'll cut it a little bit longer. Alright, so I'm going to try that and see what it looks like. Some of it is going to go inside of the terminal. I obviously won't be using ferrules in this case because there really isn't any room for them. Okay, and I have to find out what number goes where or what color. So I have to go back to what I was doing before on the electronics. So let me take a look at that. So I've got, let's see. So it looks like it's, this is A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus. So it's black, yellow, red, blue. Black, yellow, red, blue. write that down. Black, yellow, red, blue. Okay, so A plus is going to be 1 plus, and that should be in here. I can't really see because it's so dark in here. Maybe if I have my magnifiers, I can see better. Oh God, no way. It is so dark in here, I can't see. I'm going to have to use a flashlight of all things. This is going to get bright, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit. This is 1 minus right here, and 1 plus. So this should be 2 plus right here, 2 minus, yeah. So 1 plus is right here. I'm going to put that towards me. So 1 plus will be black. Try to turn it as much as I can towards the... Let me turn this up a little bit and focus it. It looks good. It's very, very solid in there. Yellow is A minus, so let's put yellow in here. A minus would be 1 minus. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to get a bigger screwdriver. I don't think this is the right size. I want to make sure these are really tight. Okay, that's good. Now the next one is red is plus. Okay, so this one is over here. I should actually see if this is long enough. Yeah, it looks like it's good. I still have quite a bit of insulation here. I still need to take this out though. So this is going to have to come out this way. I will probably have to solder on another wire to make this longer, but it'll be better anyway, I think. Did I make this tight enough? Yeah, that's good. And now B minus or 2 minus. Did I undo that? I don't think so. This is very solid. Okay, so I'm going to put this through here. The shield. And it's important to properly align this. And then I'm going to put this one right here. Yes. I have to make sure that I hold everything together while I'm doing this. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to try to hold all this together while I bring... So I probably should have brought this over sooner. I'm going to see if I try not to move that. And just screw it on. So I could, I guess, solder another wire here before I put all this stuff on, so I'll probably do that. Just so I have something that's more solid going out. This needs to reach the screw post that I created myself on the... Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this apart, which is fine. But it is really solid. There's a good... It's grabbing this really, really tightly, which is nice. Dan Dreger, how's it going? I'm doing well. I've seen these on your other build. Yes. Yeah, I love these. These are really good. I mean, I don't know how good they are, but I haven't gotten any complaints, I should say. I should be careful with how I say this because these are really made for audio applications, but the screw post has a lot of metal. There's a lot of... it's made for a lot of current, so that's a good thing. All right, so I'm gonna take this back apart. You can see how it gets so tight that it won't even want to undo by itself, which is really good. What I think it's doing is it's tightening up against this, and it's almost like a ratcheting feel. All right, so let me take that off, take this off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a longer wire here and just solder it together. It'll be more professional looking as well, instead of just putting on a heat shrink on this. Having an actual wire here would be nice. By the way, I got another comment. I don't know if it was yesterday or day before yesterday on the unnecessary requirement to shield. So you don't actually need to shield CNC electronics, but you know, I'm not going to take that as just somebody telling me I should do it or not do it. I'm going to shield just because it's no harm in doing more to protect the electronics from, you know, from missteps or whatever. Losing steps, which is what they call it. I would say losing steps is more of a thing when it comes to interference. Stalling is another thing where you're trying to exceed the torque of the motor, and a lot of people call that like they call that missing or losing steps, which is incorrect. Right. So I'm going to use a 18 gauge wire here. Do the same thing I did before. I don't need to use what do you call it? Heat shrink. But I might actually use heat shrink, because if I put it out here, then I'll want to make it look good going down. If I put this all the way to the end right here, this will be mostly hidden, but the solder joint will be right here as well, so I still will probably want to do that. Let me do it like right around here. It doesn't really matter where, just as long as I cover it up somehow. So I'll just cut some off here. Not too much. Heat shrink is cheap. All right, where's that wire I just made? Here it is. I have another opportunity to burn myself today. I'm going to turn on the music. The music calms the savage soul. And I'm glad that I'm getting love for the connectors. That's awesome. Not sure how much you can hear the music, but if you can't, then it's probably good for some people if you can't. Because not everybody likes it. All right. be good enough. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I don't want to go too far because I still want flexibility with the shielding area. And I'll get some heat shrink. Noon, how's it going? Thank you for that. Go a little bit longer on these. Oh, barely fits on this wire. Hopefully it'll fit over the, let's see. Yeah, that's good. Nice, look at that. Looks good. Now I gotta get my heat gun. I really do need a cordless heat gun. This thing drives me crazy. Oh, the tip fell off. I gotta get that tip back on. Tip. Tip is back on. Alright. It's brighter here now. Looks like the rain has gone away. See if I can use this as a... Okay, that's good. I'm going to put this shield, I'm going to see if I can get it like in one of those teeth there. Not sure if that's a good thing, but I'll try. There's that. Nice. Okay, here we go. I've got a nice long conductor I can use. I guess I could have shoved a lot of this stuff in so this doesn't show as much. I can take a look at the next one, see if that's even possible. So off to the next one. 3 more to go. Noon, I'm doing well. I guess I don't need to take as much off as I did before, so I'll just go for this amount. I'm going to go ahead and solder this first, so it's a little bit easier to manage later. I'm making these extra long just because I don't want to make them too short. So I could try going right at the end here. Let's try it. Let's live dangerously. How's Twitch, if anybody's on Twitch? Is it okay? Yesterday there was a technical issue for some reason. Couldn't get it started back, but it seemed to be working today. It says it's on, so hopefully it's on. This may be a little bit too short because I can't get my finger in here. All right, hopefully that's good. Good. Don't need too much on this one. Nice. Thank you. Insect cave. So your stored procedures are in SQL? Is it database stored procedure, or is it stored procedure you do in programming that accesses database? So I'm going to cut this a little bit short. Not as short as before, I don't think. That's good. Maybe just as short, or shorter actually. Why did I do that? These on first. Should have done that before, obviously. All right. Oh wait, the other one goes first. I am messing up those strands. Go. Did it fall on the ground? Or is it in here? Oh, it's in here. I gotta see which one is 1+. pluses here. It's also the name of my phone, OnePlus. Good. Yellow, I think, is the next one. Yep. In SQL Server, I am making software for a company in Puerto Rico, and they work with stored procedures, so I have to go from app to the DB constantly. Yeah, I never got into stored procedures. I used to use link to SQL or link to SQL. I like to say SQL, not SQL. I come from like the old database people. And the link to SQL, you just do lambda or like lambda expressions, or just funky little code snippets that allow you to iterate through through records or whatever you need to do, ordering or whatever. It's almost like its own query language, but it works really well with C#. All right, red is the next one. I really love link, L-I-N-Q, to SQL. It was so easy to use. I was so much more familiar with link to SQL than I was with actual query, the SQL query language. I don't do store. Oh, you're talking to him. Oh, I'm sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, Entity Framework, yeah. I never liked Entity Framework, to be honest with you. I like to have more control over how my database works rather than having objects create the database entities, database normalization stuff. I like to normalize my databases manually so I know they're perfectly normalized. And normalization is super important in database schema. I first started with that with MySQL and PHP way back in the day. That was fun. All right, good. This looks like it's in there, right? This one looks a little bit better than the other one, actually. You can see that it's... You only see a little bit of the heat shrink, but you don't see any of the soldering, the pregnant solder location. Two more. Woo. I'm only gonna cut what I need this time. I want to see what happens. Let's see how long they are. Not long enough. That should be good. Yeah, the pairs always seem to have the say. Fortunately, I was doing all my stuff on my own, and I was doing it for myself, so I didn't have to worry about anybody dictating anything. But it's good to be flexible anyway. I mean, Entity Framework was created because it's a good system, and a lot of people use it. I didn't really get into it enough, and you probably could normalize it fine with objects. All right, let's get these out of the way. There's a little bit more here, so that's what I'm hoping I can get the twisting good. What I did was make pseudo framework to automatically map models from database to .NET. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I probably won't be doing any more. Oof, sorry about that. If you're wearing headphones, I really apologize. That just totally came out of nowhere. Yeah, so let's see if I can do this in a better way. There's no better way, I think. I learned C# only to provide the software for my company, and now I'm using Shopify. I don't need it anymore, so I might not actually do any programming anymore unless I really need to with C#. I was wanting to do like AI stuff in C#, but there's just not enough support for that I've seen in the past. I was wanting to get into like neural nets and stuff and do all kinds of stuff. cat is coming down. Uh-oh. I don't want him to get burned. Let's see. This done. Okay. Tigger, come on. Come on. Go. There you go. Good boy. Are you gonna steal my chair again? Hey Josh, how's it going? Vittorio, hola, mi buenas tardes. Sí, it's okay. Saludos. Desde Chile. Welcome from Chile. Now he's on my table. Can you get off, please? You can sit on there, okay? Go for it. All right. Vittorio sounds like an Italian name. Like Victor or something. That wasn't too bad. I forgot to put the strain relief on and the cap. Always forget. This is the motor cable, yes. Yeah, I did the encoders and sensors yesterday, and also the motors yesterday. Today it's going to be just the cable ends for the motors. Let's see which one is 1 plus. this is 1 plus right here. And the soldering right here is just for the shielding. These are screw posts, which I like. Yellow is the next. I think the kitty wants something, so I'm gonna go find out. So it's kitty break. All right. Kitty didn't want anything. Yellow. Okay, red is B plus, so that's 2 plus. Let's put the blue back there. Good. Nice and solid. Good. All right, one more to go. there's not too many females that watch these videos. But I saw a video the other day that she was a maker, and she was explaining how stepper motors work. And I was like, wow, that's really refreshing. Funny finding somebody that, other than like Simon Gertz and those types, but this one was specifically with, you know, relating to CNC machines. And she was talking about the stepping up from a small round stepper motor to a NEMA 17, which is still relatively small, but it's really cool that she hopefully is getting more women into the idea of doing this stuff. Facing in the right direction. Stay. Yeah, you got to go all the way back to the 1940s to see women in that field. Because of the World War II and the need for manufacturing at home, or not at home, but in the US while the war was going on. The men were fighting, the women were building the equipment, the military equipment. And I wonder what happened that caused that to fall off. I should look that video up and post it in the Discord just to give them some love. I think I may have made a comment on it, so I could probably look it up that way. Generally, I try to make a comment on every video I watch. There'll always be positive comments. And it's like kind of tantamount to pressing the like button to try to get the algorithm to work for the videos that I like to watch, at least. Oh, there was another video that came out, animation versus programming. by Alan Becker. He did the other animation videos like animation versus math, animation versus physics. Really good video. Action-packed. I'm gonna do this first before I take those off. Who knows Alan Becker in the chat? Soldering in cable may cause noise in cable, right? Because it is not covered with insulation cover. I don't think the insulation does much to shield noise. I think that's more like the shielding is all in like foil or braided wire around but the rubber or the actual insulation doesn't do much to eliminate shield. As far as I know. Or intuitively speaking, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it does to some extent, but I'm not aware of anything like that. It actually doing anything. I guess it would have to have something to do with the dielectric coefficient of that material. Like every material, and even air has a dielectric coefficient. That could cause some capacitance. But you're asking the wrong person on that, I think. No, it's Alan. I'll bring it up. That's not the one that I was talking about. That was the woman with the stepper motor explanation is not Alan. It's Alan. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I was talking about two different people in the same span of time. Sorry about that. All right, so let's see. It's Alan Becker. Alan Becker, I think. Pause this. So animation versus coding. Alan Becker is. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I don't think I would get copyright strike because I'm actually talking about it. So he starts out with the hello, like, you know, the cursor, and it goes on to it going through some pretty cool animation. And he is a master at animation. It's so nice to see his stuff. It is, all of this is in Python, by the way. And it gets pretty intense. So his stuff is really entertaining, and it's educational at the same time, which is really nice. My favorite is the math one. It's really good. Or animation? No, is it geometry? Was it, or was it math? I think it was math. Let's see. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is it. And this also gets pretty intense too. But I don't want to spoil it for you, so I will leave it there. Let me see if I can find the woman. Yeah, this is the one here.
Right. So you can see he is still attached to his book. Oh, like this.
So it's really,
as well.
It's really cool to see women in this field, and obviously she's like sort of an all-around maker, and she doesn't delve probably that deeply into the electronic side as much, but I don't know, because you can see the stuff that she has going on in the back. She looks like she's just a general maker, but it's cool. Check her out, Rachel De Barros. She has a number of subscribers already, and let's see, 130 videos, so she's relatively starting out, I guess. Well, it looks like she has a lot of electronic videos. That's really nice. So I guess maybe she gets into like animatronics and stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, doing it in C#. I think like Python is like now it's probably the most popular language, even though it's like an interpreted language, which I don't really like. But it's the one that the mathematicians and data scientists have really gotten into, so you can't really get away from it. I think red is red is the next one. Oh, you're getting into F#? Yeah. Isn't that like a Fortran type language? Or is it based on Fortran? It would be really cool if they could make Python converted into a compiled language, a compiler language, like non-interpreted. So it could actually compile it and make it an executable and run directly at the machine level. That would be interesting to see how much faster the execution would be, although it probably doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, .NET runtime. Righto, righto. Go, yeah, Go is what is his name? The Primate Gene loves Go as well. All right, so these are done. I think I want to do something with the other cables. So I've got these cables. These are the encoder cables. And I think I want to do the same thing with these, soldering them. So let's take this apart and see how that works. It could also make this strain relief a little bit more robust, because there's no strain relief going on right now. So I'm going to need my other screwdriver. I'm going to just unscrew these just a little bit so there is some room there just in case I need it. Should be enough, maybe, I don't know. Then I've got to unscrew this one here. This is where it gets tricky. I need a place to put these screws. Don't want to lose them. Put them over here. Okay, so I could just solder on, just like I did all of the other ones. So let's do that. Oh, interesting. WebAssembly. I'm not too familiar with WebAssembly. This has already been, let's see if I can unravel that. When I do this, I'm gonna have, this is like the only chance I get, so. There you go, no turning back now. See any of that, but you'll see it on the next ones. It's not wanting to curl around. Okay. That looks fine. Let's see how that works. I was able to solder it before it actually got up to temperature, which is really cool. MTS, last May, female teenager Lily Dunn won the Skills USA Tennessee welding competition. Nice! Alright, that's good to hear. Only 3 more of these is left to solder, and then I'm done, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the sensor wiring inside the board. Let's see if I can fit this through. Oh wait, I have to put the, you know what? If I don't put the, if I don't put heat shrink on this, then I'm essentially shielding the connector. Let me try that and see. As long as it doesn't move and it's pretty secure, I think it'll be good. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't look good, I'm gonna still put a heat shrink on there, because yeah, I'm gonna put the heat shrink on there because it doesn't look right. It's still being shielded, so it's not a big deal. This is like the marathon of marathons of putting electronics together. These things take a long time to do. Undo this a little bit more. I don't want to take the screw completely out though. get that screw. Uh-oh. There's gonna be a cat fight. Nebula has taken Tigger's spot. That's not good. Tigger, are you okay? Uh-oh, he's getting ready for the fight. Huh, he's letting him have the seat. Interesting. He's letting her have the seat. This in, and I'll be done with this cable. Now we actually have some strain relief. Well, sort of, I guess. I don't know. Not really. That's alright. Everything is soldered in there, so everything will be good. Okay, next one. Who in the chat was surprised at the length of time this takes? Or who in the chat figured it would be, this is like normal? Like they figured it was going to take this long? Curious. Who in the chat is surprised at the length of time this process for the electronics, putting together the entire system, is taking? And who wasn't surprised? Who figured this is pretty much how long they figured it would take? There. That should be good. Tigger went up into the attic again. Yeah, it's really slow. I didn't know it took so long. I have a hard time going through all your videos to make a big one for myself, but I didn't think it would take so long. With my little experience, it will take me a long time, but I see that it still requires time. Yeah. Excuse me. Stop. This is not something to play with. No, 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 no. I've actually had conversations with customers, like they want a system like this, a turnkey system, and I always make these from scratch, or not from scratch, but stop. I always make these custom, so I don't pre-make these. And the customer was like, okay, I'll, he was ready to pay and everything, and he said, what would be the turnaround time? I said, probably about a month, maybe a month and a half. And he's like, oh my god, I thought you already had these ready to go. And of course I lost the customer, but there's just no way I would be able to do it for less time than that, Just the way things go, unfortunately. Alright, cat. Really? Really? 2 more. The likelihood of all of this working right from the get-go is like super small likelihood. But I'll be surprised if it does. It generally is like, you know, okay, I got some wire in the wrong place, or so it'll be when I'm putting this together and getting the motors connected and the sensors connected, it's the troubleshoot stage starts. Yeah, customers, I think customers are definitely experiencing the Amazonification of having things come to their house within an hour. Or the next day, or I remember in Houston we used to be able to get Amazon products within 2 hours. Of course, it wasn't every product, but there were certain products that you could get. It's called Prime Now, I think. And there's no way I would be able to pre-make these, because I don't know when my next sale is going to happen, if I ever make a sale for one of these. So you also have that problem, because I don't make these sales all the time. These are like once every 2 or 3 months. I don't advertise. I've never advertised, so whatever sales I do make, it's always organic. But that also means that I don't make too many sales. What? My cat is making weird noises. This connector is way in the way of me twisting. All right, that looks good. Customers are always right, though, right? However, I am always grateful for every sale that I do make. That's why I provide them free technical support for life. Or as long as I'm alive and I'm able to function adequately for the job. One moment, I have to take a break. Sorry about that. We're having some family issues and I need to take care of those things, which is obviously a billion times more important than a live stream. Okay. Life goes on. I hope I don't lose these screws. That's what I'm afraid of sometimes. These little tiny screws. Yes, kitty time. I should have a family time thing in there too. Oh wait, I got the kitty breakup. I wasn't even looking at my monitor. Oh, Jesus. And my cat's gone, actually. Alright. I can get this better. There we go, that's a better focus. One more after this. All right, one more. Yeah, I appreciate that. Okay. All right, I'll be back. It's kitty time again. Okay. Sorry about that. Again. Oh, I still have 13 viewers. Amazing. Even after me taking care of family issues, I still have 13 viewers. That's awesome. You guys are great. You guys are all legends. I'm having some family discussions about, because we're moving away from this house, going into another house, and my son has his requirements. My wife has her requirements. All good, but still have to be, we have to hash through a lot of stuff, unfortunately. That's one of the things I have to deal with when I'm live streaming every single day, you know? I have to have some time to take care of the family. Okay. Which way should I do this? Should I flip it over? Maybe. Hey, good morning, Servan. How's it going? Meow mix commercial. Meow 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 meow. I think that's the song, right? I can never get those. I guess that's okay. No. I just unraveled it just by laying it down. Alright, if I solder it there, it'll be fine. Everything is in the way. Alright, this is the final one. And I can start hooking everything up. By the way, I can't even see my burn anymore. I think it was this. Wait, I don't even know which finger it was on. Yeah, it's here. You can see the blister. The burn blister right here. But it only hurt yesterday. It doesn't hurt today. Uh-oh. My cat. Digger. Go for it. Jump, jump. There you go. Alright, are you gonna sit in that seat? Alright, I'll move to another seat. Okay, thank you for my seat back. Oh, this is the one with only one screw. Let me get another screw after I put this wire through. I'm gonna have to steal it from another connector. It's never in the right orientation for me to easily screw it in. Alright, let's get another screw. Oh, look at that. That was awesome. Hey, Cerberus. Cerberus. Ah, you guys are talking on Discord. Cerberus. They're talking about a logo or image that he posted earlier. Okay, so it is done. Now I can get back into the electronics, so let's do that. So I still need to do that. All of these wires here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. So I think I'm going to make because he wanted 6, and I'm thinking that he wanted 6 because he wanted 2 for each axis. So 2, 2, and then 2. That's what I'm thinking. I could have probably done it like 2, 2, and 2, but this is over here. So I think the best way is to do it 2, 2, and 2. And I'm thinking home, limit, home, limit, home, limit. So that's the way I'm going to wire it. Or limit, home, whatever, because it's going to be that way in the, what do you call them? Terminals anyway, so. All right, my opinion on Mach 3 and Mach 4. Well, I'm gonna say that depends. That's the political response. I personally like Mach 3. That is my choice, but you're not going to have as much flexibility when it comes to other other controllers and types of machines. Like Mach 3 would be, it's great for like general purpose CNC machines. Mach 4 has a brand new, completely rewritten pulse engine. So you're probably going to have better reliability with Mach 4, but in Mach 3 I've never had a problem with reliability, and you're also probably restricted on the speed at which it works. I guess that was with parallel ports, but and I'm only making an assumption that Mach 4, because it was rewritten, probably has much more flexibility on types of controllers and speed at which it communicates and things like that. So it's probably going to be more efficient. So that's going to be my response. But I personally like Mach 3. It's easy. I enjoy that more. Mach 4 is a little bit harder to work with. It has a more, personally, I think it has a more difficult interface. Oh yeah, the Poke's 57 CNC runs Mach 4. Yeah, it is actually best used with Mach 4, according to PoLabs. All right, so plus is on the left, and minus is on the right. So let me undo it. Let's put this on the bottom. Oh, my hands are getting in the way, but I can't help that, unfortunately, but you know what I'm doing. Let's try this hand. Okay, that's done. And these are going to have to be done later on. Although I kind of want to take this out and do this, put this in afterwards, because I think it's going to be a little bit easier to plug that in. All right, so the next one is going to be this one right here. I should probably take this one away for a moment. I'm going to get a binder clip so I can hold this stuff, or a little clamp. you'll find that the Pocase 57 CNC controller is incredibly versatile. I did a project for Lockheed Martin with Pocase 57 CNC, and they required it to be programmed rather than using a CNC controller, and you can absolutely program using C# or C++. One moment. Who's still here? Did I lose everybody? Oh my god, there's still 9 people here. Awesome, awesome. Alright, I just had to have a long talk with my wife. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh, I didn't know that EtherCAT and Mach 4 play together. That's kind of nice. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna get another clamp for these. This is like parting hair. Stay. All right. I've got these. A lot easier to work with now. Let's go with the minus first. The minus is the signal. The plus is the positive. 24 volts. Yes, life happens. Kids happen. There's a lot going on these days in my life, unfortunately. Partly the reason why I'm moving, because of family. Things are going on with the family. But it's important to take care of it. So I am almost done with this. I can't believe it. This has been such a long road. All right, keep these to the side. Keep this to the side. I don't know where I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll probably, after I get it all done, I'll probably work on that. All right, so the next one is this one right here. Let's get this one out. To worry about this. It's going to go to the right anyway, so might as well do it like this. All right. Oh, this is kind of tight. Tight. That is really tight. I'm gonna have to put this on the other side, I think. Yeah, I did that with the other one anyway. That looks good. All right. I gotta do this one here. Hopefully the green will reach. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so now I need to do these, so I have to actually add. Need to add the ferrules. Let's go with the red first. That looks like it's pretty good. I need to get my cutter. Where was I? Here. Is that okay? Yeah. I added just a little bit. Can't see. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. Yes, Kat. How can I help you? What's up? Are you hungry? Or you just want pets? You just want pets? Let's get his scent all over me. Okay, now the green. Oh wait, I gotta put this in first. Let's put this in. Yeah, I got some sticking out. I'll cut that off. Actually, why not fold it? Be a better connection. Let's see if it even fits anymore. Nope. No. Wasn't a good idea. Oh, it did work. Hey, look at that. I was trying to avoid any like metal strands going into the electronics. Okay, last one, and then I start to work on the power. Let's go red first. Let's bring it over here. Give it a little more slack. Cut it. I'm not gonna take too much off this time, or as much. So EtherCAT may be the way to go, huh? I've got to learn more about that. The word EtherCAT kind of sounds like just a cable. It's like Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 7, Ethernet cable. Oh, no damage. Just a tiny bit is peeking out. All right. Okay, that looks good. Let's get all the reds together. Actually, let's do the blacks first. That looks the messiest. I need to cut them to a certain length. I still need to separate the blacks and the reds. I should have 6. There's 1 left. Okay, so these blacks are going to go over here. Oh, there's a short one. Why is that so short? Oh, huh. Yeah, why is that one so short? Okay, it's still long enough. Okay. It's interesting that there are a lot of them are much longer. I wonder if I didn't put this in the right place. This may have been the one that was supposed to be over here. That might be the case. And if it is, I kind of want to move it. Yeah, I want to move this one over to the left. So I'm going to take it out of these two. Not a big deal. And trade it with this one right here. Although, how long is this one? Yeah, this one's really long. That's the first one. I probably should have done this before. Doing this all. All right, so let's see, how long is this comparatively? They're about the same length. One is a little bit longer. This one's a little bit longer, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. This one's even longer. Huh. All right. So this one really should be over here, but I think it'll be fine. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. There's a strange high-pitched noise going on in the background. I don't know what that's coming from. This one is really tight, but this is still as close as it. This is the closest one to this, so I think that's fine. Can't really move that around to make it better. It's not really that tight either, so I'm not really too worried about it. Oh, it's the wind. I think it's the wind. I can't even see myself. My hand is in the way of my own vision. Is this wire now too short? No. There we go. Oh, that was frustrating. It wasn't opened up all the way either, so that was another thing that didn't help me out. The wind is blowing hard over here. Good. Okay, now let's get all the blacks and see how that works out now. Better, much better. So Let's see where I should cut it. All right, here it goes. Oopsie. All right, so which color do I need now? Thinking red. Let's try red. There's a lot of wire here, so I don't know if that's gonna work. It's probably gonna be black. I can't remember what I used before. Yeah, red's gonna be too small. I'll use black. It works. All right, I'm going to tug on each wire in here to make sure. Good, they're all set. Nice. I'm going to put this on the last one here. I still have one opening over here that I can use if I need it. All right, now the red ones. So the red ones are coming from here, so let's get them. This wire right here is driving me crazy. Okay. Good. Yeah, this is good. So I can, let's see, where do I need to cut it? I'll cut it at the shortest length one. before I turn it on, I definitely want to inspect it, but I don't think I'm going to turn it on today. But I want to inspect everything to make sure there's no any metal floating around. Some of these need to be re-stripped, like this one here, looks like. One more. Let's see. These are good. Maybe I'll want to restrip this one right here. Okay, let's get this inside of a ferrule. All right. Black ferrule coming up. Okay. All right, let me test all the wires, make sure they don't come out. It's good. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let me get a wire tie. Well, it may not be able to wire tie down, but it'll keep it organized at least. Man, I wish I had a hammock. Reminds me of my Jamaican days. We used to have a beach next to Treasure Beach in Jamaica. We owned a little piece of land out there. It was really nice. And we had some hammocks and it was incredible. All right, I'm gonna move this down. That's nice, okay. This got tangled in there too, so that's fine. All right, let's get this off. Let's make it nice and sharp so people cut themselves on it. Okay. All right, I am tired. Sono stanco. Was this always in out of focus? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, it doesn't look as neat as it could, I guess, but that's as good as I'm going to get it, I think. I don't know what else I can do to make it neater, but I think that works. So, alright, what time is it? Oh my god, it's already 4 o'clock. I've been on this for a long time. See, my cat took my chair. So I'm gonna have to move my chair. He knows the drill. All right, so thank you everyone for coming in today. It's already 4 o'clock and I've been on this since about, I think 12 today. So tomorrow I'm gonna be hooking up the motors and the cables and the encoders and everything, turning it on, and then hooking it up to some software, Mach 3 probably, and spinning the motors. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.